Come on, it's not enough to say I'm working. It's not enough. Do you understand?
84th year. She was survived by 11.
Well, if you think it's enough, then maybe we're not thinking the same way. You know what I mean?
Peter Hopper went peacefully in his own home. He leaves Edna, his loving wife of 51 years.
You know what, Rick?
John.
You know what? You're fired.
Long time
You're fired.
after a long struggle with illness.
Good.
She had a support.
Now we're both in the same boat.
In her 84th year, she was survived by 11 children and 57 grandchildren.
Oh,
Jesus. Portals on the CLSY radio are brought to you by Kawartha Monuments. Memories are forever, and so are Kawartha Lake's granite monuments. Cast your memories in stone with Kawartha Lake Monuments.
Your beacon on the region. You're listening to Mazzy in the Morning with your host, Grant Mazzy.
Morning, folks. Mazzy here, as he should be. And here's hoping the road will rise to meet us all today. I got a couple of things to take care of first here. A little housekeeping. The staff and all the kids at the Tiny People's Little People Daycare want to get a couple of birthdays on the air. Charlie Yoko is turning 6 today, and Griffin and Camille Jones turned 6 and 4. I guess that's a brother and a sister with the same birthday, or not. Hey, we want to say happy birthday, Charlie, Griffin, and Camille, however you may be related. There. Now, okay.
Okay,
So,
Mazzy.
Wanda Pillington.
Come on, boy, please. Be positive.
Ira Woolley.
You want the real skinny on what looks good? You do that.
Morning, Mr. Mazzy.
How come every time you here at the
Good morning, Laurel Ann.
for the tiny
Loved your Isn't It Ironic this morning. Love Norman Mailer.
Thanks. You know, it takes a girl with big feet to dig old Norm. So, did you give me the good stuff? Ooh. Hey.
Let's make radio.
Hello, Ann. Do me a favor. Look up all the information you can on 911 calls, how many in a 24-hour period, how many hang-ups, that sort of thing, okay? And, thanks. Let's make radio.
Play your June game today. So swing those February blahs away and go green today at Green Balls Driving Range.
CLSY Beacon Radio, your beacon on the region. You're listening to Mazzy in the Morning with your host, Grant Mazzy.
Good morning, Pontypool. This is Radio 660, The Beacon. Down here in the dungeon, under the street they call Drum. I'll be banging the drum for you all morning. I'm Grant Mazzy, and as always, I'll be taking no prisoners. Now, I got my coffee here. And taking a look outside, I'd say that's our top story for today, folks. Now, I had a strange experience on my way into work this morning, and I'd like to get some advice from you people later on. When do you call 911? Think about it. I should mention, our producer, the lovely and talented Miss Sydney Breyer, is here. And lucky Laurel Ann Drummond. She'll be our technical cowgirl today. Now, I didn't know this. Maybe you did, but this is news to me. Laurel Ann did a tour of duty in Afghanistan not too long ago.
Well, you're right there, new guy. Everybody does know. She was the Grandmaster of last year's fall fair. Yesterday's news.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, Laurel Ann.
I wasn't the Grand Master. I was the homecoming hero.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm very bad.
Ooh, Sydney. Come on, girl.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, you just heard an on-air apology from Sydney Breyer. She probably owes Laurel Ann quite a few more. Stay tuned. Now, in our top story today, a big, cold, dull, dark, white, empty, never-ending, blow my brains out, seasonal affective disorder freaking kill me now weather front that'll last all day. Well, maybe when the wind shifts later on, we'll get a little greenhouse gas relief from the industrial south. Hail Mary, Avo, I walk, we go to Ken Loney in the Sunshine Chopper.
It's always brighter above the clouds, Grant.
Hey, Ken, how you doing? How are things in that bird up there? You gonna stay in that bird up there during the storm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sirree.
Well, that can't be safe. Is that safe, Ken?
Well, I'll be up here, Grant, on storm watch, watching all the routes in and around our region.
Really?
Really, yep.
Okay, Ken. Boy, I wouldn't want to be a bird if this storm hits the way it's supposed to.
Girl, by the way,
Folks,
Grant,
in and out of the region.
and leave Ken alone.
Go slow, folks. We do have a tractor
I think
trailer,
he's just concerned.
3 of them carrying wind generator blades along the 401. So slow going eastbound. That's it from the Sunshine Chopper. Remember, drink Zap fruit. Gets you up, keeps you going.
Thank you, Ken Loney. Breaking news out of Caesarea this morning. Come on, boy. There we go. Breaking news. The Ontario Provincial Police are reporting a major bust of a significant grow operation in a quiet cul-de-sac in that town. Constable Howard Ng says it's a sign of things to come.
These operations in suburban small-town neighborhoods are the grow method of choice and
You
supply
smoke
of the drug
pot,
market with a huge percentage
Yes,
of
I
the
do.
supply. Innocent
Don't make
looking
global
companies,
warming
they are
jokes.
invisible.
What? I didn't make a joke. I quoted the Bible. There are no jokes in the Bible.
Speaking of the Bible, we are in a church, not a dungeon.
Thanking you, Constable Howard Ng of the Ontario Provincial Police. You know, our local pot growers are engaged in a deadly, serious business. Deadly booby traps, protecting their operations from prying eyes. Landmines have been found in backyards.
Grant.
They have vicious attack dogs and enough ammunition to arm a small country. Now, these are family neighborhoods, folks. If Junior throws a ball through one of their windows, he's just liable to trigger a death squad.
What are you doing?
My producer Sydney's talking in my ear. Luckily, you can't hear her.
Okay, nobody cares, Grant, about
Sydney says nobody cares. Maybe she's right.
closures after the billboard.
But
I need you to do
think
the
you
closures.
do care, Region. Taking no prisoners. You know what that means? It means full disclosure, whatever the consequence.
Disclosure, Grant. School closures.
Really? Am I?
School closures, that's what
really?
people need.
This is Radio 660, The Beacon. Hey, you can't just cut me off like that. Jesus.
Okay, you know, Grant, the whole full disclosure shtick works better in a bigger context.
Well, actually, it's what got me fired.
Well, there's that too.
The thing is that small towns, they already come without prisoners. It's called gossip, and it's
Way ahead of you.
No, Sydney, I'm not talking about gossip. I'm talking about building a relationship with my listeners. You know, shaking them up a little bit.
Okay, we do news, weather, sports, local spots. That's what I need you to do. What the hell do you think you have to disclose to us? Anyways, I mean, what is this that you think...
we need to hear from you.
Well, actually, I do know, Sydney. I am trying to piss a few people off because that's how it's done. Simple as that. You see, a pissed off listener is a wide awake listener, and he ain't gonna change the station. In fact, he may just call his pissed off brother and get him to listen too. And then his pissed off brother, he might call his pissed off, I don't know, preacher. And that, Lady Breyer, is how you build a loyal listening audience.
Oh, okay, well, that all sounds perfectly pleasant, I'm sure, okay? You know, Grant, you're first rate, and you're doing a first-rate job. But just let me tell you something. Small towns.
They're fiercely proud places with proud people who need to know if the
School bus is coming. And so if you come in here with your take no
prisoners this and you're pissing everyone off that, people are just gonna think you're a dick.
So that it may be seen plainly that what he has done has been
Okay.
done through God.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to.
Embarrass and alienate.
Yeah, okay. I said okay.
Sorry, just the reality.
Okay, Grant, I
want your mazziness.
Okay.
Hired your mazziness. I want the mazziness. I just need the mazziness to come in a little slower, a little more get to know you, a little slower.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not stupid.
That's not what I meant.
I wanted to hear what he was gonna say.
come on, he's just gonna talk about himself.
Okay, Pontypool. Good morning. You know, I want to talk to you about something that has been bugging me all morning. Gwendolyn Parker was taken from this life in her 45th year by her beloved husband, Stanley, who left this world suddenly at the hand of family members Fiona and Michael, who then died at each other's hands in their 12th and 17th years, respectively. Janice Gwynn has departed from her abiding husband and by his own hand in the 34th year of her life. Jack Gwynn survived long enough to add 4 names. Paul Heighton, 43, Alice Heighton, 42, Brenda Heighton, 12, and young Jesse Heighton, 10, to the list of passages before himself losing his life as a result of an accident. Greg Olin, 56, has been killed by Yolanda Olin, 61, who also removed Frida Olin, 81, Patsy Olin, 12, John Freethy, 33, Peter Stamp, 38, and Leslie Reed, 42, who had between them caused the untimely passings of Joel Froth, 67, Sandra Waden, 23, Tim Drummond, 17, Cynthia Drummond, 46, Darren Drummond, 51, and Alicia Drummond, 91. The Drummonds were survived on